Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. Today I am working on a spring floral grapevine. This grapevine came from Michael's. They're cheaper than the ones at Walmart, which I did not know until recently. So yeah. Also the ones at Hobby Lobby are cheaper than the ones at Walmart. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. It looks pretty good. You just really want to... I'm gonna cover a lot of this up, so I'm not too concerned about... Oh my gosh, not too concerned about making sure every little leaf is out, but if that bothers you, you spend as much time as you'd like cleaning this up. Alright, so I did go to Hobby Lobby today. I love doing grapevine wreaths. I love doing floral grapevine wreaths. I just don't do them very often because I have to go to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something to buy stuff, and I'm not always at those places. So I'm looking for a... I can come out, huh? What do we think? Trying to find my problem area. What do we think? I think it's on, like... This is something I definitely should have done beforehand. Okay, I think it's going to be like right here, which isn't actually a problem. This is kind of a problem area, but I don't want to put stuff there. This is not like really, like normally when I'm doing this, I want to find, like this one's more oval, I think, than round. And if I'm looking for the problem area, I'm going to look for the part that kind of points out weird or something. This is not a problem area, it's just... This is more compact than this is over here, so we want to hide the irregularities. So, all I have is a lot of florals, because that's what I went to Hobby Lobby for. I have my glue pot over here. I turned it all the way up to get the glue to melt, and then I turned it down like halfway. So it should be at a workable consistency. I mean, that's how I kind of like it, if you can see it flowing. Just kind of something like that. Eat that glue stick. Alright, so let's see what I got from Hobby Lobby today. I got some ferns. Did they say what these are? That's the only thing about like getting stuff from Michael's that I like, that it says what the stuff is. But this was $13.99, everything was 50% off. And I'm just using these to create a base. How many do I want? Let's start with that. And if you hear a bunch of stuff falling over, it's because these florals take up a lot of room. Alright, so I have two full pieces, and I always like my wreaths to be like down here, or up here. I think I'm just going to do down here because that's what I like the most usually. I'm going to try to not overload this with glue because I'm running low, and I don't feel like buying another $20 box of glue. And maybe sometimes I overdo it. Okay, so this is one piece here. I usually like to have like let me see how to explain this. Like this will be our center right here. So everything will either go this way or that way, and we'll put a big flower in the middle. Where are all my flowers? They're everywhere. So I usually like to have, it's about 2/3 of the wreath covered, and then like this will be exposed. But on one side, I'm gonna wanna go a little heavier with my florals, and that is usually, I think this, it's sometimes it's down here, sometimes it's up there. I think this time I'm gonna go like focus more up here to bring the green around a little, and then we will fill in around it. So just trying to make sure that makes nice contact. All right, so we have here and here. This is the one that I cut in half, and it's gonna come out here, or it's probably gonna come out over here. I think to make that easier, I'm just gonna sacrifice these 2 leaves. Well, they're not really being sacrificed because if I need them, I'm just gonna glue them in there individually. Okay, so now we have a nice little triangle going on. Here's another little piece that I'm going to put. I can get this sticker off here. Am I recording? I'm so nervous about recording ever since I recorded a video and, well, I filmed a video and forgot to hit record. Now I'm like, am I recording? Every time I sit down. See, I went to Hobby Lobby today. There is not a speck of Mardi Gras in that store. Not that I was looking, because I'm like, I'm done with Mardi Gras. I've been done with Mardi Gras. But I was just like, okay. Alright, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but y'all do y'all. Y'all do Halloween this year. Y'all not doing Halloween anymore. No, there's no Mardi Gras. Surprisingly little Valentine's Day. They had a lot of spring stuff, but not a lot of Easter stuff. Right, this is, what is this? This is like an old pile of necklace you found in your great aunt's house after she dies. Everything's just all tangled together. Okay. And how much were these? Did I just rip that thing off? $12.99. So they were like $6.50. And I know that these are ferns, so this is maybe ivy or something. Not really sure. I'm gonna clip this down. Can somebody in the comments tell me, when you go to Hobby Lobby, does it take you like a year and a half to check out? I got in line, and there were like 3 people in front of me, and I was like, okay, well, I know where this is going. And then somebody else came over and got the person in front of me to go check out somewhere else. And like everybody behind me ran to the other register that they opened, even though the woman wasn't like, hey, I'm open on this number. Like, she just came and got somebody to check them out. And I was in, I think I was like in line for like 15 minutes. Because of course, I don't know what it is about people returning stuff to Hobby Lobby. Maybe it's because I'm like, I guess it's because if I have something, I'm just kind of intertwining those together, which I don't know if I like. If I have something that I bought from Hobby Lobby, like, it's mine, because it's not a process of me going back because it's not close. But And of course, somebody was returning something. Somebody was like trying to pay with a cash or something. I don't know what she was trying to pay with a check. And I was like, what are you doing? But yeah, please let me know if that's just the Hobby Lobby I've been to. Because we have two. One I almost never go to. And the other one I never go to. Yeah, I don't remember both of them being that bad. I think the one in Slidell is bad. The one in Harahan is not as bad, but I've only been to that one a couple of times. Okay, I'm just giving everything a little bit of movement. Okay, so I was like worried, because here's my thing with like buying stuff like this. This is, however, you know, 13 whatever dollars, but I was talking to my mom, and she's like, do you need that much? You know, don't they have like a smaller thing? And I was like, no, they don't. And it's not that I don't need this much, but this, I used 2 pieces of this, or 3 pieces, whatever it was. So I will end up using this in like 5 or 6 wreaths. So it was $13, but I probably used $3 of it. That makes sense? And it's not the prettiest thing in the world, because I can't afford the prettiest stuff at Hobby Lobby. But we're also putting a bunch of stuff on top of it, so that's another one. I feel bad about not including these that I cut off, so I'm just gonna stick this in there, and I'm also gonna turn my glue back up a little bit because it feels a little stiff and I don't feel like fighting with it today. Alright, so there we go. I might grab a piece of grab another piece of this to fill in down here, but we'll see where we go. This is my main bush that I got here. I thought they would have more like spring bouquets. This one was $25. That's ridiculous, first of all. I thought they would have like more spring bouquets, but they really didn't. Like they had a bunch of like those funeral, you know the funeral flowers, the ones you go bring to the graveside. They had a lot of stuff like that, but like not a lot of spring stuff. I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna get some, this kind of matches that, huh? I'm gonna get some florals, and she was like, all right, I'm going to the bathroom. So she came back, and of course, I'm holding a peony bush that is, I think the color on the website calls it like rust and orange. So it's like orange and burgundy and rust, and like really, it was so pretty, like really dark colors. And she's like, I thought you needed to do a spring wreath. And I was like, I do need to do a spring wreath. And she's like, what do you know with that? And I was like, I like this one. Okay, so I'm going to cut. These stems are ridiculous, but they cut easy, so that's good. I don't know that I need this huge, big one right here, but why not? This dog, y'all, he's crazy. I want this like little one, definitely. Did I cut the real big one? Yeah. And then maybe like this one? And let me get these. Oh, okay, maybe that's not. Ugh! Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here in case we need some more, but let me work with this for a little bit. I definitely want to bring in some more of these hydrangea leaves because I love hydrangea leaves. But like, this is way too long. So I'm gonna have to glue this in individually, which I am fine with. For the time being, stick in our, I'm going to pull these off, and I'm going to cut this down. thick these stems are. I get that they're supposed to be like realistic looking. Business, can you straight chill out? He's like, no, I can't chill out. I have to like move around and do a bunch of stuff. I have to go a little bit shorter. So yeah, today was my mom's day off. We went to Slidell because I was like, hey, can we go to Hobby Lobby? She was like, ugh. We went to the Walmart out there, which is so nice. Oh my god, I want to move to Slidell. Just really? So this whole thing just comes off? Okay. I want to move the Slidell just so that can be my Walmart. It's so clean. There's no lines. There's nobody coughing directly in your face. I don't know that that's in there as well as I want it to be, but we will see. So we went there, we went to the Dollar Tree out there, which is, I mean, it's nicer than the one I have, so. I was just like, oh, I don't want to leave this Walmart. Mom's like, I hate this Walmart. Because like our Walmart, the one she works at, and the one we go to in New Orleans East, the grocery side is on the left. And the pharmacy side, that's what I always call it. I don't know what it's actually called. The pharmacy side is on the right. This one, the grocery's on the right, and the pharmacy side is on the left. And then we have another one in Metairie where the grocery's on the left, the pharmacy's on the right, but the grocery part is also backwards because the frozen stuff's in the back. And then you work your way towards the front. It's just, it's a very weird layout. And she's like, I like my Walmart. And I was like, okay, we you know, this is the Walmart we're at. And she's like, I don't like it. And I told her, I said, sis, you need to chill, sis. Right, I think this is supposed to be like seeded eucalyptus. Not sure. What is this? Did this come off the same thing? I guess. I mean, we'll go with it. So yeah, we did that. We came home, we got lunch. I not only paid for her stuff at Dollar Tree, but I also got to pay for her lunch. Which made me feel like a special big boy. Like an adult boy. Who's almost 40. No. I keep thinking I'm turning 40, but I'm not turning 40. I don't know why I keep thinking I'm turning 40. I'm gonna move this down some, but I want this to be kind of in a little bit. Like, I love that crunching sound when you shove stuff into a grapevine. Yeah, I have been like obsessed with ham and cheese sandwiches lately. And when I went to the doctor, I've been like, oh, I want a ham and cheese. I went to the doctor and they wouldn't let my mom in with me. So she like went and ran some errands. This is, you know, like a week or two ago. And I was like, can you, when you go to like the grocery store, can you get me a ham and cheese sandwich? You know, ham and cheese po' boy. She's like, yeah, and she goes to this little store and she came back with this sandwich. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I was like, oh my god, is this what people think of when they see their newborn children? Because this is glorious. It had so much meat on it. The bread was so perfect. It had a lot of cheese, just the right amount of mayo. I was like, oh. So since then, I've been like, I need another sandwich from Kinsenko's, but Kinsenko's is not close to my house. But the place me and my mom go to eat every time she comes over, they also have really good sandwiches, so I got one of those today, and I was like, oh. She's like, what size do you want, hon? You want the 11-inch? And I was like, I want the 16-inch. My mom was like, oh, Lord. But I will be eating on that until probably breakfast tomorrow. I don't like this. take this. I don't, it's not that I don't like it. I don't like the way it's in here. Can you go? Yeah, just go over there. All right, so this is a good starting point. Around here. Especially one down here where I wanted to bring this out some. I thought the No Mardi Gras Hobby Lobby was super weird because they usually have, I'm assuming this is all Hobby Lobbies, like, you know, around like fall and stuff, or even around like 4th of July, they have all the Christmas stuff like on top of all the other shelves. And then during Christmas, they usually have all the Mardi Gras stuff up so they can like switch everything out real quick. But I didn't see any Mardi Gras stuff during Christmas. And then today, I was just like, okay. But I thought I saw somebody say something about them not doing Mardi Gras this year. Which, whatever. Makes no difference to me. I'm done with Mardi Gras already. It just seems weird. I mean, eventually I assume they'll just sell Christmas, and it won't be like Santa Claus and Snowman. It'll just be religious stuff. Alright, I have some lamb's ear, which I am going to. This is not the lamb's ear I wanted. I wanted that cheap lamb's ear from Walmart. I had 1,000 of them, but I used them all. I just want to put this in because all of this is basically the same tone. All this green. How do I get this in here? I can't really cut this up because it's too small. But the pieces are too... Can I cut it up? I mean, I know I can cut it up. It's just like... The other pieces, the old picks that were like the 97-cent picks or whatever they were, they seemed a little more... they had a little bit more separation to them, but... Yeah, I just want a little bit of something through here. I was so excited about working on this wreath, and I haven't been lately. Not like not excited, I've just been like, oh, I guess I'm gonna make another wreath. And it's January, it's that weird part of the year where I'm like, it's too early for spring. Well, it's too early for like Easter. There's only so like I'm not gonna do 15 Mardi Gras wreaths and Valentine's Day wreaths and all of that. So I was like, this will give me something nice to do. Because I want to start doing more everyday wreaths. Okay, so that looks cute. What else we got? I have a bunch of stuff out there, but I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want it to fall over. I mean, even the Dollar Tree stuff has the names on it, but Hobby Lobby doesn't. I like this. And I like some of this lavender stock. I don't know. It's lavender. Let's see, the key to using Dollar Tree stuff. Because they had this exact same thing at Hobby Lobby. Is to leave all this stuff that looks like it should be in an aquarium in the garbage. I don't even know what that is. I mean, what is this? This has some little grassy bits on it. I'm okay with that. I just don't like that, whatever that seaweed looking stuff was. Because I've grown lavender, and I know that that is not a thing on lavender. Lavender is so hard to grow, especially down here, because it doesn't want too much moisture. But then if you plant it with everything else, it's like, hey, everything else is like, hey, we need moisture to survive. And I'm like, well, so I think this year I'm going to plant it by itself and just, you know, water it once a week. Let's take this one over here, maybe. Yeah. I got in yesterday. I'm laying in bed on my heating pad. Back is like broken, which it's even worse today after walking around Walmart for an hour and then Hobby Lobby for an hour, and I was in bed and like I hear the doorbell ring and the dog freaks out, of course, because that's what he does. And I was like, who has the audacity to ring my doorbell? Which, I don't answer the door. So I go out there later to take the dog OUT, and I'm like, what is that? So next to my door, UPS, because FedEx doesn't ring my doorbell, neither does the post office, they know better. UPS has left this enormous plastic wrapped stack of boxes. And I was like, oh yeah, I ordered more boxes, because I was shipping all my wreaths in 22 by 22 by 6. And yeah, those were fine for like the wreaths I was making, but now I need 26 by 22 by 22 by 8. So I go out there and I'm like, what? How do they think this is okay to ship it? Like, it was a stack of 15 boxes, and they were just like plastic wrapped together, like shrink wrapped together, barely. And it was so heavy, I had to like drag it through my up my driveway, across my patio, into the house, and I started taking it apart today because they're folded in a weird way. I was like, this doesn't make any sense for shipping. Like, you could have folded these boxes in half again, and it would have made so much more sense, but it was free shipping. I don't really care. It's just it was taking up too much room. And I got them and I brought them in here and set them up on my table where I ship stuff, which is over there. And I turned around and everything, all the boxes fell over and knocked everything off the table. And I was like, oh. I told my mom, I was like, all right, I'm going to lay down. And she's like, wait, it's all right. I was like, nope, 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 because I had just knocked over her drink before that when I was bringing the boxes into the living room. I was like, nope, I'm done. But we got everything fixed. Okay, so this is cute. Did I not glue this in, or was this just an extra? Let me, come on, glue. Can I stick one over here? No, I don't think you're gonna see that. It goes over there, so just go in there. All right, I need to turn this up again. And so here we are, and oh, I don't know why these are so freaking. Look how long these are. Look, they just keep coming. I don't need both of these, I know that. So this one can go back up on top of my camera thing. I want a little bit of that, and like, why is this so much? It's supposed to be baby's breath. Why is it 4.5 feet long? But at least I can cut it down into smaller pieces. There used to be a it hurts my heart just to think about it. A wreath maker I used to follow on her blog and on Pinterest, and she made, this was like 10 years ago, she made the most beautiful grapevines, like just so pretty. And I knew that she had I think she had brain cancer, like, and she had gone into, you know, the tumor had shrunk, and they were, you know, it was back and forth a lot, like, oh, you know, we're trying something new, we're trying this, we're trying that, and she was always posting these, like, these really pretty wreaths. And I went to her blog one day, and like, I was like, oh, let me start, because there were like 2 or 3 entries, and like started back, and it was her, and she was like, you know, I'm really not doing good, whatever, we're trying this, we're trying that. And then it was like, because I didn't have like a blog reader at the time, so I just, like, when I thought about it, I would go to the blog, and then it was a message from her husband saying that, you know, she had passed, and I cannot look at a floral wreath and be like, I can't look at a floral wreath and not think about her, and then think what I wouldn't give to have that kind of talent. Because these wreaths, y'all, they were beautiful. And she had young kids, and I think I messaged not young kids like her, I think I messaged the son on Facebook. And I was like, hey, you know, you don't know me, I just wanted to tell you how much of an inspiration, this was a while, I didn't message him like that day, it was a couple months later, and I was like, just want to tell you, like, what an inspiration your mom was, and you know, I'm sorry for your loss, and it's a loss for all of us, because I think she was pretty popular. I don't remember her name though, but I know that I can find the blog again, because she's in my, her wreaths are pinned on my Pinterest. All right, so this is like foam. Okay, I just want a little bit of darkness, my old friend. And this is nice, because this is all wired, so you can just do what you want with this, huh? Oh my god, is it 4 o'clock? Is it the dog about it is. Oh. Oh, yo, my Merry Christmas wreath sold. Y'all remember this wreath? No. Continue with, I had to change my, oh my god. I'm trying to show y'all this, like, quickly. Here, orders open, orders, view listing. Yeah, remember this wreath? How do I make it big? I'm like my mom, like, how do I make it big? Yeah, remember this wreath? With the plaids? Oh, I'm gonna need to do a major fluff job before I ship that. So I bought a Christmas wreath in January. I love it. What was I talking about? Oh, I thought the dog was getting ready to bark because it's like 4 o'clock and that's when my neighbor comes home, and the dog is not a fan of people coming home. I like this here, so we can stick that in. I don't like how that's coming all untaped, but that's not gonna hold heap and half the glue on. It won't hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that wreath down and like majorly do something with it. And then for this, I think I'm gonna put it up here, but not at the very end. Like I want it kind of like in here, and then I can kind of spread it apart or turn it in some. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I completely lost my train of thought. Hey, this is what people said, like, oh, it's after Christmas. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to renew like my Christmas listing on Etsy, but there you go. Somebody bought something. I feel, what I feel like this one's too long, so I'm going to cut it off. And I'm going to bring it down here because now there's dark here, and I want a little bit down there. And the last thing I have to add, which this could have been done like 10 things ago, but y'all know I like to get crazy and see all that stuff that I wasn't too sure about. You can't even really see it. Like, you can see it a little bit here, and that's fine. How do I deal with this? Like, I don't even know. I picked this up and I was like, I like that. And then I was like, wait, what do I even do with this? Because I want to be, okay, I guess I'm just gonna pull it and see what happens. Okay, I guess I could individually glue these in, or I could separate them and wire them and tape them back together. Oh wait, are these? Oh no, they're in like 3 different pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of twist that so it doesn't come undone. Cut that. And I just want these in here just as kind of like, you know, little, I like movement. I mean, I don't like to move around. Michelle messaged me today something, and she's like, one of my friends is doing something about like running a 5K. And I was like, ew. And I was like, outside? And she was like, yeah, outside. And I was like, that sounds terrible. Outside, it's terrible. I mean, not so much right now, but like 90% of the time, outside is terrible. I used to do a 5K every Thursday. It's 5K Thursday. Outside during the summer. Because I'm stupid, apparently. I think like running and stuff, like that's great if that's for you. I used to walk, like I couldn't run. My ankles, my knees, my hips, my elbows, everything would shatter all at once, I think. I don't like that these are these like on like, I feel like these are like on monofilament or something. Oh no, they're on wire, it's just really thin. Yeah, but I was like, are you gonna run a 5K? Because I need to come to Texas to watch that because I don't think I've ever seen you run before. She's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going outside. And I meant to not cut those apart, and I just cut all of them apart. So, let's put these like here, I guess. And yes, I just dropped glue all over everything, I am aware. I don't think any of those are glued in. Are they? Oh, they might have been. They're not anymore. Where you going, business? He's like, to bed. I'm going to bed because it's like 4:30. That is an excellent idea. Okay, so I think that is a wreath. Except it would not be a spring wreath if I did not include the obligatory Michael's tulips. I'm just putting these in here to break up some of the these, because like the flowers here, these are light, these are light. I want like something here that's got a little bit more substance to it. And I love these. When they're on clearance, when they're on sale, they're like $2. And if you see them and you're like, man, I'm gonna get some of those one day, don't say I'm gonna get some of those one day. Buy them as soon as you see them, because someone will come into Michael's and buy every single one to make one of those tulip wreaths, which are very pretty, and I don't blame them. But sometimes I need tulips too. I do like those tulip wreaths. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about. And don't ask me to make one because I'm not going in there buying 20. I think you need like 20 bunches. And now that is a wreath. With a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I have glue all over my finger. And that was fun. I mean, not that I don't have fun making deco mesh wreaths, because I really do. It's just, that's so repetitive. Like this one, at least I can be a little bit more like freeform and have fun with it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go get that other, I'm gonna turn this off first because I don't need my other wreath melting. I'm gonna go get that Christmas wreath and possibly do a lot of work on it before I pack it up and ship it out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.